I'm grateful, man. I'm really grateful for you, brother, for real.
Hey, you know what? I'm grateful for you too. Welcome to the Mental Margarita Show. And for the audience, let me tell you, Dustin Lyrics Division Smith, okay? This guy here, I mean, the energy that comes out in his music and just the way that he carries himself, and it was so bright and so colorful and so positive.
Appreciate
I knew that this would be amazing to have you on the show. How you feeling?
Man, I'm blessed, man. Every breath is blessed, man. It's a crazy world, so you gotta find everything to look into a great way. So that's all I do, bro. Blessed to be here. Blessed to be here with you, and blessed to be here with all y'all because we're gonna have an amazing show, and I'm grateful to be here. We're gonna get it, brother.
Yeah, all right. So let's go from here. Small town. Now, what is the how do you pronounce this small town? Is it
Tooele,
Tool?
Tooele, Utah. Tooele. So like do like the number two and then Illa. Tooele. I need to look up here because my camera's up here. Tooele. Does that make sense?
Tooele, Utah.
Tooele, yeah. Born and raised, Pine Canyon, yeah, a small little town. But it's getting big now because a lot of people are moving from different states and coming out here because of the price difference and stuff. So it's
Ah,
big. So like,
it's
yeah,
starting to expand, isn't it?
yeah. I don't know. It's like a mini Salt Lake almost. It's getting there.
Wow, that's kind of cool. And you grew up with five siblings.
I got four big brothers and one little sister. Yep.
How was that like?
Uh, my mom was always working. So I was pretty much raised by my brothers. My dad was always working. They had a falling out when I was young, so my dad went his ways, but my brother was always there. They taught me a lot of bad ways, I ain't gonna lie. but it's crazy because my next brother in level from me is 7 years, so the four of them, the top two are best friends, the next two are best friends, and then me and my little sister, we're only a year apart, so we're best friends. So it worked out great. I'm grateful because me and my sister are super close. You know what I'm saying? So, and my brothers all do great things. They all in their own industries, doing their own work job, like their bosses at all their stuff. So, yeah, it's beautiful, man. It's a blessing for sure.
Yeah, and family is important, you know.
Yeah.
I just had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and us being in this business, our time sometimes we're going, and you just got to remind yourself how important it is to connect with family.
Yeah. You gotta find your best in, even if there's differences, you gotta find your ways to find a way inside to be around because it's not always gonna be like that. As we grow, life's so short already. So um don't waste it with no hateful things about the family, even if they're ignorant or any type of way. Be grown, be there, show love, and lead by example, and hopefully forever they might follow. If they don't, you're always leading in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? The camera's all swipping.
I love that. I love that about you. And so you were a guy that was interested in sports. You wanted to play in the NBA or the PGA. I mean, you
Yeah,
had your mind set on that.
yeah. I basketball was all I knew. I played ball every day. I taught myself how to be ambidextrous before being ambidextrous was normal with your sports. You know what I'm saying? So I was out in the snow doing left-handed layups because I knew it made me so lethal going to the hole. They never knew
Oh,
what I was going with. And I thought I was it, man. And then senior year, I chipped a bone in my ankle. Still to this day, I'll sit on it and it'll send a shockwave up it a little bit and kind of tingle for a little bit. So it's back in the day, I think it's 1999 was my senior year. So I graduated in 2000. So it was that year, but they didn't really have all the high technology like they do now. So they're like, oh, there's a bone floating around in your foot. You got to just leave it there for now. You know, like I didn't get it, but and then I golfed my whole life also since I was 9. So now I just took it.
wow.
I'm actually training right now for the World Long Drive Tour, which is the guys that hit the ball the furthest in the entire world. So I'm going after them. That's my next journey, man.
Wow.
Yeah, we gonna get them.
Yeah, we got a spot in Vegas called Top Golf. You ever been?
Oh yeah. They got one out here in Utah too. Yeah. That's a little
Oh,
different
that's kind of
than real
cool.
golf, but yeah, it's a fun thing. I like it, especially at night with all the lights. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful for the family and friends and get-togethers. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing for sure. I need to come out there and we'll go. We'll go play.
Oh man, we're gonna have a ball.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
from there, you okay? So the sports thing was your thing, but where did the music come in? Was it 2004 when
Yeah,
you started this small group, Small Town
yeah, yeah.
Hustlers?
Yeah, the small town hustlers, man. That was my vision. But so I always wrote poetry, probably from junior high up. I don't know if it was poetry. I didn't know if it was songs. It was just rhymes in a pattern, in a story pattern. You know, I grew up. LL Cool J was the first rap artist I ever listened to. I grew up to Bone Thugs and Harmony and Tupac, so I have a fast, positive, poetic flow. You know, Tupac. You know, and then so I lost 8 friends in 3 months in 2004, and
Wow, sorry
that
to hear
hit me.
that.
That hit me pretty hard, and I wrote this my first song when I lost just three friends. So this is when the first three went. Two went on Easter. One went 3 days later. And then I wrote a song because I just moved to Salt Lake and some friends, they had beats, So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try something. So they blessed me with a beat. I told them what's going on. So I created a song called Price of Life. 2 months later, August 5th and 6th, I lost my cousin drowned in the lake, and then 4 other friends in a car wreck the very next day. Um,
Jesus.
so I did a remix. 32 bars, I think, is the second verse. It goes 16, 32, 16. I did a remix just for him. Or not 30, it's 36 bars, but it's a beautiful song. But that's the reason why I did it. I do it to show that no matter whether they're gone or not, that they still here. That if it wasn't for
Yeah,
them, I wouldn't be where I'm at. If I didn't see the love and the direction of, I didn't know this then, I see it now, but like God was just showing me ways that you need to lead into this. You need to inspire people that are going through these hard times, help them find love in the situation rather than sadness of, the takeaway. Like everybody thinks it's takeaway,
right,
but really, in my eyes, not all, but in my eyes, they just going home. You know what I'm saying? They around us
right.
at all times, I'm grateful to have the knowledge I have right now. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, 2004, I started Small Town Hustlers. It was me, the first, 5 or 6 songs. I got my homie Young Sav in on it. And then Chris Styles came in on it in 2005. Me and him and all three of us, we was doing shows all over Utah. Players Club every Friday night. We had, 2 or 3 gigs a week all over Utah, just getting it. So
Wow.
we just
And
we
what
just
was the music scene? What was the music scene in Utah?
It
How
was
was
it
the
was it
music?
was so united back then. I mean, it's starting to come
Oh,
back
okay.
now. It's starting to unite back now, but like back then it was united pretty well. Like we'd battle, we'd have battle songs, battle rappers, but we all shook each other's hands. Sometimes there was a little beef, but not all the time. You know what I'm saying? Not hardly ever. Not like today, I mean, well, today it's starting to heal up, but like we went through such a thing
Yeah,
where everybody had to be the meaner one or the one to be the leader.
right.
Or no, we all the dogs in the same fight. We all under the same umbrella. Once we learn to push
That's
with our gifts and our efforts, then we help the ones around us that ain't pushing that much because we help and showing them by leading by example and not just being
exactly.
ignorant to the situation. You know what I'm saying? So I could talk positive all day, bro, with everything. You know what I mean?
I love it. I love it. I'm getting an overdose, but this is a good one.
Yeah, yeah.
And let me see. So you worked with a lot of different people, but before we get to that, when was what was the time that you felt like, okay, I'm really taking this to the next level. I'm working on an album now. I'm gonna shoot these videos because you got some fantastic visuals.
Yeah. Well, that would jump all the way to 2019, if you want to be honest. The whole time I had an alcohol problem. Well, not the whole time, but I mean it
Okay.
is. So I never drank till I was 20 years old. Fell for it, got stuck on it with all the debt, using whatever was going around me to try to cure, whatever we use this stuff for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I lost control, but I was still slowly doing shows, but I was never fully focused in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? I was all over the place. Plus, then sick
Right.
most of the time trying to fight my battles. But fast forward to 2019, I almost died in April. I seizured off the
Wow.
hospital bed right in front of my mother. Split my head
Oh,
open, was shaking on the ground in front of him. I don't even remember none of it, but my mom, it hurts her soul to this day, but to this day she knows it was a blessing because I still haven't had a drop since. That's when I said, you know what, Dustin, we're going to do an album. We're going to do some positive, inspirational albums. So we did 2. I dropped 2 albums with 21 tracks, and I've been pushing like it. But now, see why it's marinating, doing its thing, and I spread it all over. I got other visions and other goals because I believe my purpose and why God has me here. You know what I'm saying? So I can't just stay focused in one spot. I got to make moves. So I got goals in so many directions. You know what I'm saying? Entrepreneurial type
Yeah,
stuff, like what you do.
I,
You know?
I definitely and listen, I want to tell you something now. My best friend who passed away, he passed away from having seizures.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a very touchy subject for me, and I'm very grateful that you were able to recover
Yeah,
and
yeah,
to turn out this cool. And so cool that you worked with David Wade. You worked
oh,
with Baby Bass.
yeah. David Wade is
Young Drew. I mean, come on. Is it Young Drew? Young Drew? Which one?
young Drew from the Bay. JT,
From the Bay.
all them. Yeah, yeah. My homie Sav always loved the Bay Cat, so we always had a mix with them. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool, a blessing. David Wade, me and him actually did our first song in 2007. I wrote a story for one of my friends that got his brother got murdered. I wrote a story song and I asked David Wade to be a part of it. And ever since then, me and him dropped probably like 6 or 7 tracks together. Me and David Wade. He's still a
Wow,
great friend today. He's amazing. He now does Christian R&B.
wow, that's cool.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
speaking of Christian, how do you? Because I listen to your music, and it's very motivational and inspirational, and some can say that some of it can fit in the Christian category.
Mhm.
Is would you say that about your music?
Um, I don't really do like the labeling or like the religions. I believe in that sense, yes, but I like to look at it. I'm a positive, inspirational influence. Give me 20 minutes and help me and watch me help you find a way to be better for yourself, to want to be better for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
God changed God. I found God, so I'm grateful. I'm so in touch with God, but I'm not religious. I believe my sole purpose is within him coming within me. You know what I'm saying? Rather I say I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. I'm a
Right.
soldier of Christ. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it falls in the lines of that. I listen to Christian music, I guess. So you would say that, I guess. I don't know.
Well, you know what? You made the transition, from a guy that was battling with addiction and to where you are now, and now you transition and you're a motivational speaker.
Mhm.
Tell me about the motivational speaking and how passionate are you to that?
That's probably me 99.9% of the time. But I speak at the recovery centers. I was blessed to go back and speak at the one that I ended up at, that I was grateful to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see it at first, but once it hit me, like if it wasn't for my mom, to be honest, not to jump back, I don't know if I would have took that transformation like that. But I
Wow.
go openly speak at the recovery centers. Me and my homie Tiki Man, we get called to go do shows when the recovery events have the big campouts or the big whatever, they call us, and we go bless the stage with them with our own music, and then we bless them with all our positivity throughout the whole thing, because they fight in what we fought. You know what I'm saying? What we still fight, but some choose it to be a fight. Some just run it over because God's too strong to let me fall down again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just grateful.
Yeah, you definitely are
It's
grateful.
like it's like I'm a more confident standing person than I've ever been in my whole life. Really.
Yeah, I can see the clarity,
Mm.
you know, and a lot of people don't have the clarity yet, and it's okay because we all have to evolve, and there's always another level, right? There's always another level of clarity.
Yeah, it never stops.
Now, what is your thoughts on, let's say, artists that are out that are pushing uh, something the opposite of what you're pushing?
Mm, I stand by vision in you 100. Where's my camera? Vision in you 100%. No matter what you choose to do and how you choose to do it, if you really feel that's you, who am I to say you're wrong? You know what I'm saying? So I'll never just go on and bash anything like that. But I'm an old school cat. I like Pac and Bone. I don't really listen to a lot of the rap. I listen to a lot of Christian rap. Shout out, because there's so many really dope artists. And when I say dope, that's definition of pure excellence, not any other reason. Um, but Dax, I listen to Dax a lot. To be honest, Dax is probably one of my favorite right now because he's so brilliant. I think he's so
Yeah.
lyrically brilliant, it's not even funny. You know what I mean? And he does remind me a lot of the Pac vision. You know what I'm saying? Besides, he's a more framed into the Pac, what Pac would probably be now, or a couple years later after all the drama. Because we grow and we overcome things to where we're not so much. Let's stand and smash through anything. Let's just make a better day for everybody to live it up and find a reason to have a smile, put a smile on somebody's face. So Christian, I listen to a lot of Christian rap, bro. I think there's a lot of great talent out there for real. And then even in Salt Lake City, man, shout out to my whole entire state because they're looking better than I've seen them look.
Salt Lake, shout out to Salt Lake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the whole team out there, man. There's a lot of good artists, but everywhere, man. I know a lot of artists out there in Vegas. The Real Crazy and all them. They're all homies. We've done shows and stuff together. There's quite a few artists out there that I know. So I'm grateful to be on this with you, bro. Again.
You know what? We got to bridge the gap. We got to bridge the gap, right? We got to bring you out. We got to bring you out Vegas, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited. Now, Vision in You, the apparel. Mm-hmm. Tell me about that apparel company you got. Those inspirational designs.
So Vision in You, is everything from within you. Everybody always thinks that you need cars, you need house, you need love to have this happiness. Happiness comes 100% from within you and acceptance of yourself. That's what Vision in You is. So right now, I just launched the whole new I even got it on the new Let Go, Let God shirts. They got the Let Go, Let God on the front, and then they got the logo and stuff on the back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
That's tight. That's tight, brother.
This logo, got it here too. But yeah, I did a lot of Let Go, Let Gods because right now, to be honest, why I chose that one to start pushing right now is because I think everybody needs God now more than ever. You know what I'm saying? And I think,
and to be honest with you, I've listened to a lot of songs that you have, and I loved all of them. God, it really hit me because you're right. I think the timing of that record is so needed. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's definitely needed, my brother. Who produced that track?
You're starting to cut out just a little bit. I don't know if that's my end or yours.
Who produced that track? Who produced the Let Go, Let God track?
Jeter, Sucka Ducka Productions. Shout out to Jeter. My homie Hollywood Kilo. He did the vocals and he's amazing, man. He did them highs and them deeps, and then he did, you know what I'm saying? Like he's an animal, and I was grateful to do something as beautiful as that record. Rated shot the music video. He's another videographer out here in Utah. He's done a lot of my videos. And then Jeter he did the recording of the record and stuff like that. And then I had it touched up by the homie JK that touched up the whole album, So it's a beautiful record. I remember when Kilo sent it to me. Mm-hmm. I was actually in the cemetery when Kilo sent it to me, and I got it on my phone. I was like, ooh, what's he saying? You know what I'm saying? What's he saying? I said, oh God, keep going. So that's a beautiful record, to be honest, man. I really love it. I'm glad you love it. I think it speaks from perspective. All my stuff, I'm trying to give everybody different perspectives. When you see a bad one, people think that that's where they got to stand. No, there's different perspectives everywhere. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is find it. Find a perspective that fits and makes you say, okay, that works. I got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? When it's out of your control, that's what Let Go, Let God stands for. Let it out of your power, because why carry the weight of something that you can't do nothing about anyway? You know what I'm saying? So that's what Let Go, Let God is. Yeah.
Right. You got to, I mean, at some point in life, you have to, let God just do what he needs to do and trust the process.
Yep.
So we got, well, where you go, got to get up, never lose faith. Great rest.
Thank you, man. Thank you. We even got 2 new videos we're gonna hopefully shoot before this year's over. We'll see. But there's, like I said, all 21 songs you can just push in and push play and each one speaks it. So I'm blessed. Like, I don't even feel I wrote it. That was all God writing through me. You know what I'm saying? That was how to put it from a certain style into the positivity nonstop in the, the perspectives that I can put into them. It's all God, bro, for real. And I just want people to want to be better for self, because once we learn to be better for self, we're better for everybody around us. And then the ones that ain't doing better for themselves, they see us leading by example. That's LBX, lead by example all day. When we lead by examples, others choose to follow. You see somebody in a store with the face down, hey, man, I like that jacket. Looks beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, find a reason to make them smile. Watch their whole day change. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do in this world.
That's so true, man. I mean,
change topics all over the place.
I live like that. I live like that, brother. It's so good to meet a like-minded brother like yourself. So what do we have to look forward to coming up? Anything you're working on?
I got some features coming out with Third Eye, the homie Third Eye. I got a feature coming out, a new single coming out with the big dog Coleon. These guys are artists out here, phenomenal artists. And then mostly if God leads me back to the music, I'm gonna shoot a couple more videos. But right now I've been training for the long drive. I have also a book of poems that's about to drop. I'm about 3/4 away finished with that.
Wow.
And then yeah, the golf thing's really the next thing. I'm pushing to the max, and then I want to go lead some movements that help change communities. That's my vision. I want to be the energy. I want to use my God-given energy to help the world the best I can, as long as I got. You know what I mean? I believe that's my direction, not to only be who I got to be now for my kids, but
right.
to be a walking, talking, positive influence for everybody that comes within my presence or even hears me on a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you're definitely going in the right direction, my brother. You really are.
Thank you.
You know what? I just want to let you know, man, that your music is very uplifting. I look forward to us connecting and doing some stuff in the communities. Let's put an event together. Let's put some stuff together.
Yeah. I'm down. You got anything coming out? Let me know. I'll come out, vice versa. We'll create, or we'll even chop it up after this. And, because I always got some great visions, you know what I'm saying? I know you do too. So when you put great vision makers together, you create some pretty beautiful things. So I'm always down and open for whatever possibilities there is, brother, for sure.
Absolutely. Now, how do they get in contact with you if they want to follow your movement, your vision, and all that stuff?
So everything's under Lyrics to Vision. I don't even have I was going to show you too. I said, I got all the CDs, these are the 2 CDs out. Got written script, Vision in You. Everything's under Lyrics to Vision. Even got flash drives. I'll mail them out. You ever seen the flash drives? They're dope. But everything's under Lyrics to Vision, LYRIX, the number 2, Vision, all one word. And you'll find me on YouTube, Spotify, every social media platform there is. I believe I'm on all of them.
Let go, let go, let go, let go, let God for me. I pray to God He gave me hope. I lost it all but kept my soul. They try to rob me of my goals. I came back stronger than before. They tried to compromise my faith, put me in chains and made me pay. Lock me away, but I remain. Spirit spiritually free, and in his name I said,
dear God, help me out, show me the way. Got me locked in these chains, trying to kill my faith, but I ain't never gonna break from your godly ways. 3 sights I stay and see the brighter days. No matter how long they keep me in this cage, I'm gonna praise your name and follow your path. Got my body locked up, but my soul I can't have, and my mind stays built like a pen and pad. Jotting through the struggle, turning my pain away. Fighting every day, I'm gonna break away. Look the devil right in his face, eye to eye. Yeah, kingdom is a place where the Lord stays. Protects me with love, hope and strength, like a bear to his cub. No matter where the devil is or what he does, my God, I conquer all, and he died for us.
let go, let go, let go, let go, for me. I pray to God he gave me hope. I lost it all but kept my soul. They tried to rob me of my goals. I came back stronger than before. They tried to compromise my faith, put me in chains and make me pay. Lock me away, but I remain spiritually free, and in his name I said,
look, I just hear my goal, I'm feeling great. God is great, see my blessings all along. I had to wait, felt the weight, had to get it off my chest and bench press. Couple plates, had to sit and contemplate about my fate. It was faith, I was moving too fast. Put my brakes before I break. Eyes closed and still my vision bright as day. Life a maze, even through my poverty I was amazed. Least to say, food always found its way on my plate. Said my grace, God is great.
Let God, let go, let go, let God for me. I pray to God he gave me hope. I lost it all but kept my soul. They tried to rob me of my goals. I came back stronger than before. They tried to compromise my faith, put me in chains and make me pay. Lock me away, but I remain spiritually free, and in his name I said,
let go of the worries, let God take them over. Stand up tall, gotta be your own soldier. No matter what they did and no matter what they take, you gotta find the strength to lead the way. Even taking baby steps each and every day, make a move towards progress in the right way. And that's what it is when you follow his path. Time to wait for no one, gotta make it last. You got the Lord on your side, so never give up. They're gonna rub you down and break you up, throwing daggers in your gut, trying to kill your soul. It's the freedom of choice, choose where you wanna go. For me, I choose God, either rise or fall. He's stuck by my side every time I call. While the devil knocks you down without a care at all. And every second of my life I give God the ball. I give God the ball.
let go, let God, let go, let go, let God for me. I pray to God he gave me hope. I lost it all but kept my soul. They tried to rob me of my goals. I came back stronger than before. They tried to compromise my faith, put me in chains and make me pay. Lock me away, but I remain spiritually free, and in his name I say.
First and foremost, welcome to the Mental Margarita Show. I got Big Fever. This guy here is a legend in my mind when it comes to hip hop, Las Vegas. Bro, I mean, we go back, man.
Back. Hold your head back. Lean it to the side. Man, we go back.
Oh my God.
Man, I think about the time when I first got on the show with you on the same card. On the same show, I was like, man, I'm on with Slykat, man. I can't believe this. And it was such an amazing show. It was just beautiful in there. Chandeliers. And I actually went back and shot a video in that same location.
That same spot, yeah.
Same spot. And so that's how I found out about it. And so I never forget it, man. Just the class you had, man. How the people came in and they were excited about seeing you. And I kind of like just tapped into your fan base. So I was like, that was an honor. And man, I never forget that box you put together with all them jewels and rubies on it. And I just, it was so classy, bro. I was like, man, I'm on the show with him too. So I was, man,
We
that
had a
was just,
ball, man. Yeah, that's right.
yeah, man. I never got that box. It was so creative in terms of branding and marketing. But I can't really remember, but I know the box went together. All right, it coincided with the record.
The diamond in the jewel case. That's right. And I totally forgot about that box.
Yeah,
oh my goodness. That's right.
Diamonds on it, and it was beautiful, man. It was just so classy. It was high level, man. I was like, man, Slykat, man, I could do shows with him any day, bro. I'm like, man. So I've been excited, it's been an exciting journey. Yeah.
You know what,
Slykat, what up?
What's up? And you know what? Let me say this, big people. I never forget you did a video shoot. I forgot where it was, but it was dope. It was like inside a club or a lounge. Where was that at? And I was there.
Yeah, we had the Blue Martini.
Man, that was so nice.
And what happened is we had liquor sponsors. And it was a new liquor in Las Vegas, and they did this tequila, this great tasting, distilled 7 times and all this kind of stuff. And then the bottles were amazing. It was called Ambar Tequila.
Yeah, yeah.
I
remember the bottles. I remember the bottles. Yeah.
That bottle had the silver top, the gold medal top. It was a beautiful. So yeah, that was Ambar Tequila. They pressed up T-shirts and everything for me. So it was a great sponsorship. But man, I was like, yeah. So I never forget doing that show with you, man. Thank you for putting me on, bro.
Oh man, I want to listen, man. I want to thank you, and let's talk about your journey. You know, you are a musical guy, so it started off with you very early, like in the age of 5. You started getting into the music thing. Tell me about that.
Well, when I was young, it started off, where on holidays or birthdays, like my grandmama's birthday was May 11th and mine was May 10th. So they would always say, sing happy birthday. And I would start it off, happy birthday to you. And all this. So from there, I started off as a singer. So as a kid, so my mom put me in talent shows and plus I grew up in South Central LA, so it was pretty tough trying to balance school, gangs, drug violence, and my passion, which in my dream, which was music, of course. But yeah, man. So yeah, that's how I started.
Yeah, you started then. So you're doing your talent shows. Tell me about this, because this is an interesting fun fact that I didn't know. You play the trumpet. Tell me about that. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, brother?
Man, it went out again. The sound.
Yeah, something's going on. I think the
Back.
reception. Yeah,
You know,
can
I
you hear me
got a
now?
phone call from LA, and I don't know who it was. So, but then when I clicked them off, and then the sound went away. But we back.
We're back. We're back. So no, like I was saying,
Yeah.
here's a fun fact that I didn't know about you. You used to. Let me see. What was the thing? All right. This is crazy because I think someone told me this. Someone told me that you were musically trained and you play the trumpet.
Yeah, I played the trumpet. I actually started off playing the drums as you know. But my first deal, production deal, I was actually signed to a jazz production company
Right.
because I
That's
played
what someone told me.
trumpet. Yeah, so I played the trumpet, and then went to high school. I played the trumpet, played football. I played in the band, but I didn't really dig that. I wanted to play football, so but continued to play. I haven't played in a while, but man, that'd be great to pick up the trumpet and start, you know, all the scales and stuff. Yeah, so I started playing the trumpet, man, and so I could actually read music a little bit
Wow, that's
there, man.
great. That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's amazing. So
Thank you.
through so that this is how you developed an ear for music.
Yeah, that, as a kid, I was listening to my mom play music, and that we all been through that. You know that that's everybody's story. But also being around musicians, singers. Like, I used to work with Larry Dunn and Earth, Wind and Fire, so I used
Wow.
to be around him.
Wow.
In their rehearsals for percussion, stuff like that. Lamont Dozier, who was a writer and a singer that did all the stuff, the biggest hits over at Motown. Then I was with Dale Atkins. So Dale Atkins was a bassist who played the upright, also played he played the acoustic bass, all the bass forms of basses. So I was with Dale Atkins and I just traveled everywhere. I got to meet everybody with Dale because he
Wow.
was a celebrity bassist coming out of California. And then Richard T. And here in Vegas years ago, I was with him, just sitting in the studio and, you being around people like Trevor Lawrence and his son, Trevor Lawrence Jr. is over at Death Row now. He's a pretty, Death Row? No, Aftermath, his son, Greg. Pretty
Wow.
good. Yeah, so being around those guys, man, musicians, singers, being in rehearsals, the McDonald Gospel Fest, man, they were warming up, and all that kind of stuff. It was so, yeah. So I grew up around musicians and singers. So yeah, it kind of it now I could. It's great. Though. It was a great opportunity because now when I listen to music, I listen to it differently than from most rappers. Not
Right.
sound different, but just because when you're exposed to um, playing an instrument and then being around some of the greatest talents and even some talents that hadn't even made it or had big names, I still love
Right. Right. Right.
them as well, being in the studio with them, collabing and stuff. So it's a process, man. That learning process is amazing, but just gotta, stay in there. And, man, it's been exciting. Been
Yeah,
exciting.
and you know what? There's so much talented musicians that a lot of people, the mainstream, don't even know their name, that I mean that are just amazingly talented.
Man, wow. I'm like, man, man, oh my goodness. Like when you go to rehearsals, and usually I have one band, like, and so, but sometimes the instruments will stay and band players will change. But it's people in there that's playing the keys, that's on the percussion, that locks in with the drums, the bass, the guitar. You know, you like, wow. Yeah. I remember one
Crazy.
time I walked in Larry Don's house. He had a house in Hollywood Hills, in Topanga Canes, actually. And he had a baby grand piano. And the dude, he started playing that piano, dude, and I was mesmerized. My jaw dropped. And I just zoned out like this.
Wow.
And I never forget he had a penguin on his piano. And he would push it and it would clap like it was like a small piano. And it would and I and I didn't he had stopped and I didn't even realize he stopped. I was just like,
Wow.
so dope.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, just people like that, man. I've been around some God, I've been around some powerful musicians, Quincy Jones, Alan Bird over Yap Young, um, Larry Johnson, producers with Dick Greffy over at Solar. Man, I've been
Wow.
around some incredible people, man. It's
Yeah,
just
those are
yeah,
some serious legends.
man, Jesus, man. I'm telling you, man. Black Thompson, he is so incredibly talented.
Wow.
Black Thompson, he's singing on my new record. Have you heard? Did you get a chance to hear the record? Feel like?
You know what? I got a chance to not only hear it, I saw the video of it. I love it. It just makes me want to dance and just get my groove on, sip a little something, something, something. And before we get to that, because we're gonna play that record on this show for the
Oh,
audience
nice.
that's tuning in, but also I want I want the audience to really get an idea of how you started now transitioning and becoming a hip hop artist. How did that process take place?
Well, for me, I was already writing R&B, and so in the '80s, everybody was like 89, 90, all of it. Everybody was freestyling, I'm old school hip hop. So just jumped in. It was like everybody was away. It was like everybody was rapping, everybody was doing hip hop. And so I just kind of gravitated to it. And before you know it, man, I was writing songs with no music. I would write my hooks because I used to beatbox too, back in the day. So we used to
Get
man,
down.
we didn't have no beat. We didn't have no beat, so we had to make our own beat, bro.
I know about that
So
now.
we used
Come
to
on.
I grab the beat, pass it. So it was amazing, man. So and then from there I just went into hip hop like everybody was doing. It was and I was already singing and all that kind of stuff and writing R&B, and so hip hop came naturally for me. You know, I was like, man, yep. So from hip hop, there you go. Then I was doing both.
So let me ask you.
Yeah, man.
So after that happened, I mean, do you recall your first time where you were actually like in a professional studio and you laid your first record?
Yeah, man. I was with this guy named Richard T. And he has a son in Vegas named Bozy T. In fact, I just did a record with him, my second single called Change Your Life. And pretty dope record.
I like the
And so anyway, Black Thompson singing on that as well. Tell me when to pull up. Tell me, and it's pretty dope. So I can change your life. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. Yeah, Black kills it. He's phenomenal. Yeah, so that was Bozy T. He was in Vegas. Then I went back to LA and I just fell because my mom passed away, unfortunately. So I went back. So when I went to LA, I just started with the top musicians. I was with Dale Atkins, and he had an incredible studio. And before I was with Dale, I was with this guy named, they call him Brad Norris, tall white guy that everybody went to in Long Beach. His name was Brad Norris. He's a legend. And he took me in, and he was like, man, we put our little money together. And yeah, we was with Brad Norris. And then from there, went to a guy named James Gordy. And then from there, I went to, and that's when I got to Excite, to Dale and Chuck Atkins, rest in peace, Chuck, who was a legend off the east side of LA. These guys, they brothers. And I'll never forget, it was some dudes, they was, who was it? They had like a Banging on Wax CD, and they asked me to come rap with them. I was like, dude, y'all rapping about gang banging. I don't want to rap about that.
Right.
Like, man, come on, we're in LA. They like, man, come on. But they was tight though. Don't get me wrong, they was dope. I was like, whoa. But I was like, man, that ain't what I want to rap about. You know what I'm saying? We see that every day. You know what I mean? I'm like,
right.
So, but they told me, they was like, well, man, and they was like, go to Chuck and Dale. They'll be perfect for you. They're like a real studio. They the real deal. They go get you a real record deal. And I went over there, man, and lo and behold, they were right, man. I never forget, I went over there. Nobody answered the door. I was like, man. Then I came back the next day. Boom. Then finally Chuck came to the door. What the hell you doing knocking on my door? What you want? Chuck was like, hood kind of dude, but he was cool. He was intelligent, really smart and talented, but he was like a mentor in the community for a lot of the knuckleheads, including myself. And because by that time my mom had passed away. I was just me against the world. I had nobody. It was crazy. I was sleeping in the studio and all kind of shit. Oh, it was crazy. But they took me in, man, and next thing you know, I'm shooting pool with Glenn Turner, helping Patrice Rushen with her piano. I'm like,
wow,
it's crazy. And I went to studios in Hollywood and Beverly Hills. I went to studios everywhere, bro. I met some incredible people. I got on soundtrack for Showtime and HBO. They had me everywhere. Then I did the Lou Ross Parade of Stars.
Oh man,
Cox and all those guys.
You did it for Lou.
Dope,
you
man.
did it for
got
Lou.
With Excite.
Wow.
Yeah, man, I did it for Lou Ross. Yeah, man. We were raising money. They were raising money for Black colleges, a telethon, and I never forget it. On his bow tie was a Budweiser, and which was one of the biggest sponsors. So, and then I got in the green. I was working with Labo Meraki from South Africa. I did a song when I was in a big studio out in Beverly Hills, and he was doing this record called "She Believes in Me." Simbwale, Simbwale, wait, Simbwale Fiala, Simbwale Fiala, and then the rap came in. It was cold.
Hey.
And so I just started freestyling to it, right? And they was like, "Hey man, we can put some rap. Let's put some rap on it, man." So they put rap on it. And so next thing I know, they released the record on Walt Disney. And
you're like, yay!
Oh, like, whoa!
Somebody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Listen up, homeboy. She believes in you. The type of things is going, and so it was crazy. Next thing I know, I was at the Shrine Auditorium. I was like, man, this is a stage, bro.
Wow,
It's beautiful in there, man. And so I was in there. It was a legend. You could see all the entertainers up, and all the singers and musicians, and all the. It was dope. And I was in the green room, and next thing you know, I looked up and it was on TV all over the world.
Wow.
And I said, man, I made it.
Yeah.
But I really hadn't. I thought I made it. I was like, I made it. And everybody was like, man, we was on TV. You was on TV. You made it. And I was like, man, I'm still broke. True story, bro. But man, they had everything. You know, Labo, he did vocal arrangement and he wrote. His name was Labo Maraki. He was from South Africa and he did a lot of vocal arrangement for the Lion King soundtrack, and it's so big. So I was
Yeah, I
really a
can.
huge star.
That Lion King soundtrack is off the chain, man, for real.
Ooh, it's like the fourth biggest soundtrack in the world.
Oh my goodness.
It sold records. It
Yeah,
sold more than a movie.
yeah.
It was like Waiting to Excel was another soundtrack that did like
Oh my gosh, that's another one.
yeah. Huge. I was like, man, yeah, but it's been a journey, man. So next thing you know, I was in everybody's studio because Dale played bass with Dr. Dre. I mean, the next thing, and then I start bodyguarding for Dolomite. Then Rudy Ray Moore. Then I start writing for him.
Dolomite, that's my guy.
People do gonna write some bad ass shit. I'm telling you, when people write some shit, Dale, where in the hell did you find Big Fever?
Oh my god.
I used to write with Dolomite. I used to write for
You
Dolomite.
sound just like him, man.
I was around him a lot, bro. He took me everywhere.
Eddie Murphy don't got nothing on you, man.
Man, Eddie, man. You know, Eddie and him, I was talking to Dolomite's manager a while back. His name is Donald Randall. And of course they paid him, but you know they gave them guys only 100,000 funky ass dollars to do that movie.
Wow.
He grossed like 6 million.
Yeah.
So he told me he got some other stuff pipe. So I'm looking to see that.
Well, I'm hoping
Yeah,
so.
Dolomite.
So you know what? From all these stories I'm listening to, I can tell that you have just been around greatness, and maybe that is the reason why you're so great at what you do.
Now, I try to tell people that all the time, man. When you acknowledge greatness, and like when I did the show with you, I was like, man, this dude. I said to I never got a chance to tell you, but thank God I could tell you today.
I'm glad that we're both living, my brother. Yes.
Yeah, man. I was like, yeah, I know, amen. So I was like, man, this dude is classy. So it was amazing doing a show with you and seeing how your branding and marketing and man, you moved stealthily and it wasn't you that was loud. It was your campaign that was loud. You know what I mean? You know, people, yeah, man, nah, that wasn't you. You just kicked back, just coming in. And never forget, you had a cousin working with you who was so crazy. And he was like, man, we made it. We're going to make it. My cousin Slykat, he going to make it. Because I remember you had this different color, like rags on your head.
Yeah.
And the things with the colors of it was pretty ingenious. So you had an image, you had the music, you had the look, you had the marketing, you had people behind you, had a fan base. So yeah, I was excited. I was like, wow. Because I worked with a lot of people, so I know when I'm working with somebody that's doing it right, you can't fool me. I'm like, okay.
Oh, I know.
can tell you bubblegum. Yeah, so I was like, I'm like, okay, Sly on it. Man.
It's so funny. We
that was
say something, Big Fever. We both had that mutual respect for each other. You know, because I was saying the same thing about you too. I was like, man, this guy is so professional. Right. I like the way he's got everything lined up. He's really thinking about, so we both had that mutual respect, which was cool. Yeah. And speaking of mutual respect, so guess what? I got respect for you, not only for your past of me knowing you back in the days, but let's zoom to the future now. Let's zoom to the present, because you won Black Music Best Hip Hop category. I'm looking at. What's going on? You winning awards?
Man, they gave me this microphone with the BMAs, big thing in Vegas, and And I'm telling you, I didn't even know. I just
Wow.
basically released the record. I didn't even know what was going on. And the guy hit me up and he was like, "Hey man, I like your record." And that's all he said. And I was like, I typed him back and I just said, "Thank you, man." And he was like, "Man, where can I get that record?" And I said, "Man, it's on Apple and this, that, and the third, but bro, I could just send it to you, man. You can have it, man, and just check it out and enjoy it." Come to find out, he was actually the president for the BMAs. And I
Wow.
was just being cool because I was just excited that he liked the record. So I sent
Wow.
him the record, and man, and he played it for the board, all the people, and man, they said we're gonna get this record is so dope. We're gonna get
Wow.
this guy an award. And then I got some feedback from some people, and they was, "How you get a microphone? How did you do it? That's some bull crap. I've been trying to get one for 4 years, 5, 23 years." And so it was crazy. So
You know
I
it
was like,
always.
I don't know. They just hit me up,
That's right.
man.
Well, man, and
Yeah.
look, I
So
love the
yeah,
record. I think the record is very infectious, and it's called
thank
"You
you.
Make Me Feel Like." It's playing on
Mm-hmm.
88.1,
It,
and
yeah, it's
and
actually
and in all the
it's actually
clubs. I'm
making
seeing
me feel like.
DJs everywhere playing it.
Yeah, it's getting rotation. It's getting it ranked number. I can't believe it. They submitted it to Black College and radio, and the guy called me, Lamar Blackman, the CEO. He called me and he said, "Fee, man, they love this record." No, the first time he released it, it didn't do well because it was during the pandemic,
Right.
so everybody left. So a whole year and a half, the record was just sitting there, not going nowhere. But he re-released it, and it
Yeah.
started taking off. It hit top 30. Now he was like, "Dude, we never have an independent artist hit top 30." I like
Yeah.
with the baby and all these different big amazing artists. And
Uh-huh.
so next thing I know, it was at 29. It hit
Wow.
29, barely made it in top 30. The next thing I know, it hit 25. Then it stayed there. Then it went to 24. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Then it went to
They started
26.
started?
Yeah, then it went to 22. Then it went to 18.
Wow. Wow.
Then it went to 14. And then in 2 years, it finally went to 12. It got almost top 10. Then it dropped back down to 18. But my thing is, man, I'm on there with all these big artists.
That's
And
right.
every time I get ready to release another record, this record is doing something else. So, and Power 88 they've been a blessing, man.
That's awesome, man.
DJ Nada Boy, DJ J Day, so many DJs, DJ Spin in LA, DJ Q Ball in LA, just man, just so many. DJ Voodoo Spells did a remix on it.
Awesome. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah, he's a Grammy Award nominated.
You deserve it, man. You deserve it, brother.
And thank you, man. I know, but yeah, thank you. Yeah, so it's just been just DJs everywhere. It's been playing. The Nerve DJs had it in their top playlist. The Impact Record Pool, they
Wow.
still got it on their website. He said he ain't never taking it down to it blow worldwide. So I'm like, man, everywhere it goes, it's just women love it. Some women they just cry with joy in their eyes because they can't believe that a black
Positive.
man. Yeah,
It's
so
positive, and it makes you feel good. You know what I mean?
see, I always tell people when you listen to when professionals listen to music, they basically all say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They don't say nothing weird because it's there. It's like looking out a window. You say, "Oh, I see the window. It's a square window," and then the next guy say, "Yeah, I seen the window. It's square." You know what I'm saying? The verbiage never changed when they
Right. Right.
critique the record. They're gonna say it's a summer record. they're gonna say, man, it make me feel good all over. It reminds me of 1992 in fast forward into 2017. It's gonna say it's got that musical feel. You know, they all these things I've heard when Teddy Riley said, when he said, I never forget what he said. He said, I listened to it the first time, couldn't believe it. So I had to listen to it a second time. When I listened to it a second time, still couldn't believe it. It was so dope. Feels like a great record. That's what he
All
said.
right. Yes.
Yeah. So, but not only him, you as well, and other people. And the first person that told me the record was, and I slept on it, was my wife.
Whoa. Come on now.
I slept on it. I was like, and Black Thompson, who's singing on it.
Your
'Cause
wife knows best.
say that. I think it's true. So
Your wife
yeah, it's
knows
been amazing.
best.
It's been amazing, man. That record is just keep going. It just keep going. Excuse me, I haven't seen one person that don't like it.
I love it. Absolutely love it. And now how does the audience follow you if they want to, get the record, purchase the record? Give me all that information, Big Fever.
So if you want to purchase the record, I always suggest, because it's a lot of records that's entitled Make Me Feel Like. And because of that, all you have to do is punch in my name, BIGGFEVA, Big Fever, 2 words. So when you put in Big Fever, the record pop up everywhere. The video, the Black College Radio, it's in Oklahoma, it's in Dallas, Texas. It pops up everywhere. And that way you could click on, if you want to listen to it on Spotify, Apple, or you can go to iHeart.com and put in Big Fever. And it's on every platform. It's just, man, every time it's even on Orange Music Group. Check this out. Orange Music Group is like a program for restaurants and clubs. All they play is videos. So when you go to a lounge and the bartender, he has a computer and he goes to Orange Music Group and he punch in your name, the artist's name, and then the video pop up all. DJ J-Day played in Planet Hollywood.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's so dope when he play it, bro. He from New
Oh
York.
my
I
God.
always got the New York hat on like you. And so I used to think you were from Chicago. But yeah, DJ J-Day, these big monitors that are huge in the air, like all through the property. I mean, when you at the table, you listening to DJ J-Day. When you were in the food court, is in the speakers,
Oh
J-Day,
man,
and the VIP
nice.
on the table. And so he would play my record to video, and it would go. I got some footage of it too, man. It's dope. You could walk through at every table, on every on every Rolex table, the trap table, wherever, throughout the whole casino. Just so if you just put in BIGGFEVA,
That's where it's at.
it'll pop. Yeah.
And last but not least, let's talk about the Power Moves Music Conference.
Man, so me and Craig Knight, who's the general manager of Power 88, and we were talking about some of the challenges for artists.
Yeah.
Which is having a platform and an outlet and a resource. So all those things together, and we understand it's an independent game now. A lot of people are independent. And so we want to make sure that artists talk with the right people to get a great response and success, a result, I should say. So we talked about that, and we brought some other people in. And they didn't quite understand what we were trying to do. They made it about money, and of course, it takes money to fund it, and that's why there is a price. But for the most part, we didn't want to charge nobody, $900 and all this
Yeah, yeah.
crap, $1,500 to perform and all that stuff. They left it at like $250.
Right.
You perform and you
Okay.
got radio stations, you uh, you know, podcasts, you got apparel, clothing. I mean, when I say apparel, I mean companies that could actually give you a clothing deal rather
Wow.
than,
Wow.
to say, hey, buy my clothes. No, let's get you a deal. If you're going to get a record deal today, let's get you a clothing deal to go with your record deal. Let's
Right.
get you a publicist. You need a publicist, son or young lady. You should have a publicist. You need an
Yeah.
attorney. Ben McClain is coming out. So the Nerve DJs, and they got over 3,000 DJs with them, bro. The power, man, the power, the power move music conference is the best thing ever for Las Vegas.
Oh, that's
And
awesome. This
we
is
got
awesome.
with some incredible
Come on
CEOs
now.
and me and Mr. Craig Knight, and along with DJ Voodoo Spells. And man, we brung in me and Craig, and then, Voodoo did all the graphics and stuff and everything like that, man. But me and Craig, we reached out to some of these amazing people, publicists, program directors, uh, music supervisors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got a media room there with all the news channels to give you an interview and stuff like that. It's crazy, bro.
Wow. That's
And
great. That's great.
it's
That's what
three
we need.
days for like $250. I mean, even if you're a producer, go there and meet an artist that you could connect with. It's also a networking event as well,
Right.
you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's that is being talked about around the whole entire city, and I'm glad they love it. I'm glad people are signing up left and right.
Oh, that's so cool,
I
brother.
just talked to Ben McClain today. He was, hey, Fever, what's going on? Am I still on? I say, yeah, you still on the panel, bro. He coming out from California. He said, well, I gotta leave on a Friday. I'll leave on Saturday early. I get back I gotta meet with Taylor Swift and this and that, his wife and all that. So I said, okay. So, but they coming down, man. They coming out and coming down. Man,
That's amazing.
That power music move is power music. Yeah, is it power music move? Yeah,
Power
music.
Music Conference.
Yeah, power moves. Because it's Power 88, man. That thing, man, you can't miss that. You got to go jump in, baby. You got to come through, man.
I'm gonna look into that because I was looking at it. I was very impressed.
Dude, that man, Sly, I'm gonna tell you, bro, you are gonna love it, and you probably gonna know some people, and if you don't know them, you know somebody that know them. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
always that circle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's amazing, man. They got Lynn Jeter. They got Hype magazine coming out.
Wow.
Dr. Jamila. She
Wow.
got the number one hip hop digital magazine, man. It's over close to 1 million followers, and man, you
That's gonna
got the world famous.
what the city needs. Vegas needs this.
Yeah, we need this, baby. And we just wanted, I just got tired of my record going places, different cities and state. And the first day they said, man, ain't no more rappers out there. I'm like, dude, you have no idea. It's rappers in Vegas and singers and artists like so
Yeah.
dope. He's
A
like, well,
lot
you ain't getting nobody a record fee. I said, well, let me bring y'all to Vegas.
right.
You go talk to Mr. Knight who can pull all the strings, put y'all on the platform, And so I talked to him and he said, okay, let's do it. That's something I want to do. And shoot, he did it. We did it. The Nerve DJs, DJ Squirt, DJ, we got the legendary DJ Johnny. Oh, ooh,
it's going
DJ
down.
Johnny coming out of Cleveland. It's going down. It's going up, going down. It's a love. Yeah, man. So, what you think about all these old school rappers coming back doing albums? How you feel about that?
I love it.
That's dope.
I love it.
You know, guess what?
Music is supposed to be.
Come on, bro.
Why are we gonna put a limit on the job?
Right. Facts.
There's no need.
So come on back. We gotta collab now.
It's time for us to get
it's
back.
Time. It's time we get in there, man. We got to get one. We haven't slide. We ain't did one. Come on, bro. We gotta get one. I got producers all over the world, bro. Come on, I got you. Pick a beat. We can go to Dirty Urban. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm serious. When you want to do it?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let me hear some beats. Let's do it. Let's figure it out.
Yeah. All right. Let's set up a studio time and we go in and listen to some beats and we, grab the beat. We pick the beat and we'll go to our corners.
I think that'll be really
out blazing.
I think so. I think we'll have a ball.
That's gonna be dope.
That's gonna be dope.
That's gonna be. Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to that.
Hey, big
Slykat.
I love you, my brother.
Thank you, sir. I love you back.
I love you, and I want to thank you so much for being on the Mental Margarita Show. And we definitely collaborate, my brother.
Thank you for having me. You didn't know I was a big Slykat fan, though. I bet you didn't know that. You found that out today, bro. And yeah, buddy.
I appreciate
I'm attracted to greatness.
God bless you, my brother.
Same here, fam.
All right, let's shake the world.
Okay, let's do it.
Hey, she can do that. Cause she did it. Yep.
Wait a minute, I truthfully admit it. Never thought I'd see the time of my life when I'm committed. Big fee ball to the game, I run the city. Bad women calling my name like a prison. I ain't got time for the hate, I move quick. Money bag like deep in the safe, I drop bricks. Make a woman buck when being, I'm never average. That she go telling her friends cause I'm a savage. Big fee falling in love, y'all can have it. Now I'm talking family and marriage for 30 carats. It's nothing like finding a woman that you can cherish. Sexy mama truly deserved to live life. Black queen truly amazed, what can I say? Now you catch me boarding the plane with an upgrade. 400 grand when we land in France. She gon' shop till she drop when I'm waving that fast.
It made me feel like chop 100 grand a month on your fashion. It made me feel like giving you the access code to my mansion. It made me feel like you're my queen and your king. It made me feel like buying that big fat diamond ring.
Your measures, your treasures. 38, 36 has been a pleasure. 26 in the waist mean hold on forever. BTW, I just wanna cuddle you. You the dream team, so I don't need to huddle you. Call me every second, you can never be a bugaboo. Sexy in my Rolls Royce, keep a ninja loving you. I just wanna stack it when a ninja walking next to you. I know your worth, I felt your hurt. The mother thoughts come last and you come first. Can't wait to show you off in the family church with the extravagant hat and the matching shirt. St. Laurent boots with the Moai purse. Classy and foreverness, sexy on the highs list. Hotter than a bowl of grits sitting on my honor list. I just wanna let you know the decision was unanimous.
It made me feel like chop 100 grand a month on your fashion. It made me feel like giving you the access code to my mansion. It made me feel like you're my queen and I'm your king. You're my queen. It made me feel like buying that big fat diamond ring. Yeah. Oh yeah, baby. I'll buy you everything. Oh yeah. Whatever you like, whatever
Oh man, it's fantastic to see you, man. Welcome to the Mental Margarita Show. We got Rel G's in the building. This is a phenomenal artist, and he's from Philly, huh?
215, yeah.
The
Definitely
215.
Oh yeah,
Tell me a little bit. Tell me a little bit about the 215, man.
The 215 is it's a lot of course as we a lot of artistry here. It's been going on since Kenny Gamble and Huff and the boys, the OJs and State Prop and Will Smith. It's a lot. It's really a lot when it comes down to artistry. Philly, it's good. It has a good, but also got its bad too. But overall, it's a predominant, strong city. We fight for what we believe in. We fight what we stand in, and we ride hard. For pause. We ride for what we love and appreciate. So.
Right. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
so many legends that come from that city. Now, you growing up in Philly, how was it like? How was your childhood like growing up there?
It wasn't too bad. I can honestly say it wasn't that bad. I had my I had my little spouts here and there, growing up. You learn your thing. You get older, you learn your ways, you go stray a little bit. But, other than that, I can say childhood wise, it wasn't as bad as most, people. I can say it was definitely, definitely okay. It was good growing up, growing childhood. My stepdad was and my mom was in my, and then my dad, got to him later. But he was good to me. I was blessed to have three parents. I can honestly say. You know what I mean?
That's fantastic. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's really cool. So now, was music very prevalent in your childhood growing up? Was it something that you always wanted to do?
It's crazy because when I go in interviews and I tell people when they see me as a rapper, it's fun. They get surprised with my singing talents. I actually start off as singing, so and then I just got the rapping later. But singing, I kind of sports and singing sports and music was always a big pivotal in my life. But it was really sports at one time, and I had music as a back end to always as another side hustle. So, but music has definitely been my life for quite some time because I actually got into music. My dad, when dad teaching me Motown, and then going into my 90s, Usher and Boys to Men and Cisco and Drew Hill, they really yeah. So I kind of started listening with them. They kind of took me into that realm of R&B. R&B, it was always pivotal in my life, always. Like without me, it wouldn't be no R. Like R. Kelly said, without the R, like me, Rel, you can't spell R&B without Rel. Like it just always been there. Like slow R&B, fast R&B, reggae R&B, hip hop R&B, neo soul R&B. It just R&B always has been a pivotal part of my life. So to me, it's definitely been in my life, but I didn't really take it serious until later. If it makes sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Well, that's cool. And so now as you're going, now you got this name from what? Just being this fly fresh guy that's coming through the barbershop, man. Come on, man. I'm reading about this. Is this an urban legend here or what?
No, it's definitely true. No, what happened was I was going to one of my stops I go to now. I've been heavily going there since I was like maybe about 18, 20. I've been going there faithfully. And I stopped for a while, but I go back. But I went. I just started going back there recently, respectfully. So then I had so one time when we were picking out the names, whatever, and what happened? I think we were freestyling or something came up. I'm trying to remember what happened, how it really. So I think we were going either we were doing something, we were joking around, or talking about the stage name, and then my barber will always call me, slash my brother, my barber slash my brother will always call me G's. You know, I always stay with that money, whatever. So he always called me G's. So when he always would say G's, and they would ring. And then I said, G's, it makes sense. So I put my name, of course, my nickname, of course, and I just added ever since, Real G's. I've been like that ever since.
I like that, Real G's.
Facts.
That's what I am talking about, man. That's cool right there.
Fact, yeah, fact. It's real shit. It's real talk. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you, baby. It's definitely real talk. A lot of people lie too much now, so I ain't trying to be able to definitely that real.
Well, yeah, you're real. You're a real cat. You're a real cat.
A lot of people do that. A lot of people. I ain't trying to sell for clout. So I'm definitely telling you, man. Really, and I get my honor where honor is due. So definitely in the shop, I kind of, you know, the day that added G's, but I added my name, of course, and then we just, you know, so we both put it's basically a 50-50 split. You want to talk about
it's
it?
50-50.
Definitely.
And so you're freestyling, you're doing your thing. Now you meet a mentor. Let's talk about your mentor, Richie Brignac, right?
Oh,
Let's talk about this guy now. How pivotal was he in your life to really for you to take this professionally?
I get emotional talking about him because he's really a thorough brother. So without him, it wouldn't be, you know, it really wouldn't be. I wouldn't have the knowledge I have now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't move independently without his teaching. You know, it was crazy because at the time when I was going, like, that's when I was in I was going into Delaware at the time. That's where I kind of started my music street in Delaware.
Wow.
Yes. So I kind of it all started really in Delaware. I started taking it really serious when I got to Delaware. My mom moved down there for a while, then she moved back. But then I had a girl down there. You know, my ex I went out down there, whatever case may be. And then I
knew it had to be something. I knew it had to be something, bro.
That was something. I ain't gonna lie, dude. I was flying like a butterfly. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was flying, boy. You couldn't tell me nothing at that time, you know. Everything was going smooth. Had the car. My dad helped me got the car. Riding down there. Riding down there back and forth, man. I was in love, man. I ain't gonna lie. It was young in love, man. I was definitely, you know, the vibe was getting to know people. You know, it was just an experience just being out of Philly. Because, you know, when you're in Philly, you know, so I was so used to people hating on me, jealousy, stuff like that. People didn't want to ride with, you know, wasn't riding right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I needed a new scene. And the good Lord just had opened me up and put me around some people in Delaware. And then that's when my cousin actually connected me to Richard Brignac. Because they both went to church together. But he had like his independent label. You know, he did all music, but he had his own independent label called Battleground Mind Productions that you read on. And then they just started off me just doing classes. I was doing engineering classes with them, learning how to do my own engineering. And things that I think I got ran into some money issues, whatever the case may be. And so he weighed off the fee and said, all right, what about I remember something. He asked me on the table, he said, well, what about, you know, come and join the label or whatever. I said, huh? You know, because when we first went down there, me and my girl and her sister, you know, he was talking about the price. The price didn't bother me because I don't mind putting the money into something. But you know, some people don't think the way you think, or people have other things, that are going on, but don't see the sacrifice, don't see the blessing behind it later. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So
that's right.
I kind of jumped on it, whatever. Even though I know, I might run into something, like I got little bills here and there, but I'd rather put something into something I want to do. So we did run into a little problem with the engineering thing, but then he said, okay, well, how about this? And now, mind you, when he talked about the label thing, how much deep into label and contracts and all that stuff, you know, black people get scared instantly. So I'm sitting there like, I'm not ready for that yet. But you know how that is. If people don't like to read and stuff, you know how that goes. But you know, he offered me, which I was very shocked because, you know, after that conversation we had, he said, "Well, I wanted you to come on. What do you want to, you know, think about doing a couple of singles, whatever?" I'm like, I said, "What?" So I was shocked when he asked me. So then that's when I said, "Let's do it." So we put some little tracks out. Our first independent single was called "Money All Day." We did Peace because originally he wanted them songs on the album. But I told Rich, I said, "Rich, I think we need to do a single. Let's put the joint in a single." So he asked me because he made me executive producer on his independent label. And he asked, "Real, what do you?" Yeah, so he said, "Real, what do you?" I said, "So Rich didn't want to do it, but then he's like, okay, you know what? Since I put some thought together, let's do it." So we had the money all day.
Let's make it happen.
We made it happen, and we did. We did successful with them 2 songs. They did very good. We did, and then he wanted to do the album, but then at that time, I was going through a lot. Mom, my dad, we had a strange breakup with my ex. We had a little bad breakup. Not a bad. It was a lot of stuff on. So a lot of things going on. Then me traveling back to work, stuff like that. Going back from Delaware, going back into Philly. So there was a lot going on. So things kind of, it kind of kind of like went to a halt at first. But we talked it out, and we're still cool to this day. He don't hold it against me. I don't hold it against him. We're very cool. We still talk. We talk to this day. I mean, he's busy now, and I'm busy. We don't talk as much as we used to, but we always still check up on each other. And, he always, give me advice and stuff like that. He's a good brother. Honestly, he's a good brother. Really is.
So he was very instrumental in your life. And then as we fast forward a little bit, down the road, 2020, you got a debut album. It's called The Freshman.
And that's what we had. And I remember when before the album dropped, we had a big talk, and he said, "Rel, people are going to be watching now because people always make the excuse that, oh, I wish God would bring people to me to help me out, or I wish I had somebody that's faithful towards you." Well, now he basically was letting me know that, well, Rel, you had that. So now you can't say so from here, leaving here. You have to show what you have learned because people be watching. People watching.
That's right.
It's like when a number 2 receiver got good from a number 1 receiver, because when a number 1 receiver is good, anyone can be a number 2 can be real good when you got a star number 1 receiver.
Right.
But when you lead that number 1 receiver, like for example, Juju Smith-Schuster, when he left the Steelers, he wasn't the same.
Right.
AJ Brown was trying to show him he wasn't the same like that. No, now he might have had maybe 1 year, he stayed with the Steelers. He probably maybe had 1,000-yard year, but after that, AJ Brown left. He's never been the same.
Yep.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So sometimes we take for granted of people's of greatness. So when Rich told me that, basically what he was telling me, I had to realize that, well, he's right. I can't get offended because he's right.
Right. That's right.
Now I told you the game. Now let's see if you're gonna make that when the shot comes, are you gonna shoot it? And because I did singles, did anybody can do a single, Rel, but people in the industry respect albums. Anybody can do a single, but when you do albums, it's a whole different
body of work. Can you do a body of work?
That's basically what he said. So when I did like you said, The Freshman, he was very proud of me because he saw that even though I was going through, I still put it out.
So you persevered. And for all the artists that are watching, okay, this is what it's about. It's about perseverance. We're going to go through obstacles. We're going to go through things in life. There's going to be reasons that say that you shouldn't do something, right? But you have to silence all that out. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
And what happened? Now check this out. Here's the results of that. Over 10,000 streams. All of a sudden you're rolling. FM radio played. Major media outlets. Here we go. Now the music is starting to travel. How did that feel?
It felt, it's crazy that you said that because it really felt good. I like with teaming up with me, going at radio stations, going with my publicist MJ. I met her or whatever, so she had booked me with a lot of interviews, and my song "Get High" was still the biggest. That went 55K stream. My biggest single to this day. "Get High" was really, in fact, that's all day. That was dangerous. That's all dangerous. It put me on the map tremendously. Yeah, that's all it definitely did. I ain't gonna lie. So all that you're saying, and mind you, this is me just. I had a little bit of, I had people to help did things here and there, did services here and there, but majority I did on my own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I promoted that thing and going big, like you said, radio and doing shows and then doing interviews. It was so much of a blessing so quick. The only thing I wish back, if I could go back 7 years ago, if my paperwork was more correct, I could have been in a bigger to this day. You know what I'm saying? If the paperwork was correct, because with my real name and my which I now learned that I just now got to fix in BMI now. With the fix, I added my artist name too. Because when I was Richie, I used my regular name. So it kind of like, no shot against him, but I kind of wanted my artistry name with the thing. But I understood also that, when you doing with BMI, you want to be precise, because if you don't have the correct name, they can send you a check to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So I get what he was doing, but, I wanted my art was I so people distinguish me, well, Terrell, when they look me up, was it Terrell or Real G's? And I kind of use both of them simultaneously together.
Simultaneously, right.
Yeah, so on them, it's looking like two different entities. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just got to fix now to where they're both now together. So now, so now I can collect and see, what I can get back. And so that's one thing I had learned from Rich. Your paperwork I tell you all the time, you can be hot as all you want, but if your paperwork and your business ain't right, man. That thing.
Yeah, you gotta have the pillars. You gotta have the pillars. You got to have the things that are going to keep the building to stand upright. And you know what's a good thing about you, though? One thing that I love about your journey is that you also was humble and you worked with others. Let's talk about some of the collaborations. LA Born Hollywood, Ambitious Freak, Tra Prada, The Realist. How did you do the collaboration? How did that happen? Was that during all the networking you were doing?
That was like kind of after now the freshman album, I got connected with La after that was kind of in that process when I did the freshman. So I kind of knew her already. So but I knew her from a mutual friend that we're not friends anymore. But it was a bad little thing, whatever. I don't really get into it crazy, but it was like more of it was a little jealousy and then back and biting stuff and a little bit here and there. So that's why that album I did the freshman. Yeah. So the freshman album was more that's why it was more. It was definitely personal. If you listen to the album, there's a lot of metaphors and personal shots and things a little bit here and there that I wanted to prove that I'm not with Rich no more, but I'm still doing it. Don't play yourself. I'm still here. I really wanted. The album definitely was a me like boom, kick in the door, bust around, LL Cool J type flow, get in there, I'm gonna come in here like mama say knock you out type thing. You feel what I'm saying? So it was definitely like that. So so I met with La and we kind of she got a little own path and I got my own, but I definitely will always show her respect, always, it's still love, but we might have went our own personal issues, but still you got to honor where honors due. I'm big on giving honor where honors due. So she was
very
big
important.
part, very important. So even though you got personal, one thing for sure, mom always taught me, and just in my background, her just being in church, raising us in church, she always taught us, you got to honor where honor is due, regardless. Even when people do you wrong, whatever right they do, you still give them respect and still give them their due. You know what I'm saying? If they did good, still respect them. So I'm big on that. Anybody, I still give them their flowers, where even though they might get me wrong, now I might tell you what you did, but I'm also give you flowers, you're good too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, and you hope in life people evolve.
There you go. So you know what I'm saying? So that was I was in the production when I was doing the album, and we did a song together, of course, the I Go song, as you've seen with Trey Prada, which is actually he's a real established Philly artist. I think he moved out to Georgia now. I think he's in Atlanta now. He's a good friend with my brother-in-law and my brother-in-law, Mark Showtime, and he's they're good friends. They go way back. And he's good friend with my sister Rashira. So I kind of met Trey through my brother-in-law. So my brother-in-law kind of put us on, and then La wanted her. She heard Trey Prada rap. So we kind of like put that together, And he came on the remix. So that's when Trey came on the remix, and Trey, he's oh my God, he's phenomenal. He's a beast. He's a beast. He's definitely a beast. Trey's a beast, and then oh yeah, Trey's a beast. Oh yeah, he's definitely a beast. He can hold his own, and then yeah, definitely he's that ball. Trey definitely. So shout out to Trey. He really, he's really big in Philly and busy down south too. So he's a good dude. So then we got Adonis. He's real actually R&B singer. I haven't heard from him too much in a while, but I see him here and there. But he's really, his vocal skills are very up there, and he has a little big name in Philly, indie wide. He's another indie artist, hot indie artist that's doing good in Philly. And then they were all on the front, so we all on that. We were on the song together, so that's why we kind of did work together. And the Bishop's Feet, we go way back. We go back since high school. So since Fell, so we graduated out of Fell together. So yeah, we go way back. So me and the Bishop's Feet got together. We did a lot of songs on SoundCloud, and then we started putting songs on the big what you call outlets and stuff like that. And then we did song together. And then the Realist, my guy, he's we
Realist.
The Realist. Yeah, shout out to the Realist and shout out to Jersey, to stand up Jersey. He's a big next big thing in Jersey, man. And if he should listen to me a little bit more and just listen, he'll be bigger than what he is. But the boy is definitely bad. He's a bad boy. He's another. I call him the NBA, the Rican NBA young bull. He definitely that the flow is there, his imagery there, and his metaphors is definitely like he's very talented, well talented. And we do songs all the time, so we always together. So we do songs all the time. Wow. So and we're actually the recent song it's a song. I don't know if you heard it, but it's called the last recent one I put out called "Mama Says" we did together. That's a bad joint. You gotta listen to that, Clay. Yeah, you gotta listen to that when you.
I gotta check that one out. And yeah, speaking of joints, we're gonna be playing one of your joints on the show.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm really excited about that. I'm also excited about the people knowing what a terrific high energy performer you are. So is there any shows coming up soon?
Yeah, I do have something. I'm trying to have booked something for December. We might be on something in December of this month, but we're working out the kinks for December. But I think more so, a lot of stuff coming up in January and February that we got coming up. A lot, definitely got a lot of them coming up for sure. January and February of next year coming up. We got a lot of things. But I think there's 2 shows coming up in December, but I don't know yet. We're still working on it. Still working on the kinks of it, whatever. But I believe the more so.
So first quarter of the new year, you got a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Any new album coming up too? New project?
Surprisingly, yes, I do.
Hey.
Yeah. I've been so much personal stuff been going on that I haven't really got a chance to really get down and sit myself down. I need to sit myself down and really get into it. So I'm thinking about the song. It's going to be a sophomore title. So I think I'm giving the album a sophomore title. So this album, definitely from the freshman was good, but I want to bring some more vibes, and probably I think the sophomore album is going to be a mixture of. I mean, it's going to be more R&B-ish, but I'll still have the rap inside there too.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to. I mean, this is going to be. You've grown, I'm sure, and there's lots of new experiences in life that you're going to be talking about, and all that good stuff.
Right.
How would you describe your style?
My style is unique. It's like a Tory Lanez, Drake, Gilo, R. Kelly, Chris Brown, Trey. I'm so versatile. I can give you all the way from the 60s all the way to now. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. I can give you, if you want Ray Charles, I can give you Ray Charles. I can give you Nat Cole. I can give you Louis Armstrong. Like my genre of music is crazy. So
right.
But then it's so crazy because I got this. All people always compare me to Biggie. On my flow remind me of Biggie a little bit, so much so it's like I got a lot of R&B and hip R&B and rap so much. It's just like it's different. It's not like it's kind of hard to really compare. But when people do compare me, I've gotten Young Thug, I've gotten Biggie, I've gotten well, I got Usher. I got a lot. It's so versatile. I'm really so versatile. It's really hard to say.
You got a collage of a lot of things. Now, let me ask you a question. How was your experience? And this is for the audience to know, because I'm sure they don't know, and maybe some do, fans that might be watching. How was your experience being in The Voice in American Idol? How was that?
That was so. It was funny but good at the same time because a friend of mine actually just called. It's funny because a friend of mine had just called me, but he's on the interview, so I didn't answer. So he called me. If he was on here, he would tell you because we both went to me, my homie Don, and our good friend Kendrick. We went caught the we did the mega bus from Philly. We caught the mega bus and went down there to New York. And we was all dressed and impressed. It definitely was. But boy, my feet was hurting by the end of that day because had the hard bottom shoes with the True Legends on. But we did so much walking because New York blocks is way bigger than Philly blocks. Oh man.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my God! Like people thought Philly blocks was long. What? New York, like one block here is 3 blocks in New York. So yeah, it was like, oh man, we was, oh man, my feet was screaming by the end of the night when we came back from Philly. It was screaming. It's screaming, dog. I'm telling you. So we went down to The Voice, and now, mind you, a lot of people don't know is that they don't let you go to the main stage. People think you go to see. At the time, Pharrell and them that was all there. Pharrell, all them there. Blah 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 blah. I think was it Pharrell there? Yeah, Pharrell. Robert. I forgot who was there at that time. So they switched up so many times, but they allow you to think that you're going to actually go to them, but you don't really go straight to them. You got to go through like barriers before you get to them, if that makes sense.
Right.
So like if you don't make it past the back door stages, then you're not gonna be on TV at all. You know what I'm saying? And then they have their favoritism on who they want. Some people look for style. You would think it's a musical show, you would think they want music, but not always like that. Some people want comedy. Some people want goofy.
Right.
Yeah, some people want style. Some people want people that can sing. Some people they want that look crazy. Like there's so many people you would think, because now mind you, I sung what I sung there. I sung Sam Cooke. I sung I was born. Yep.
Yeah.
And a little tent. And that's I went old school for it. Took it there, and my friend heard me I sung it so strong, they heard it 3 doors down to where he was what you call him at. Now, mind you, in my group where I was in, you could basically definitely could have picked about 10. It's about 20 of us. I believe 10 of us should have went further and further if you had honestly asked me. But the girl was like, no, we all didn't make it. And I'm like, ouch. What the case may be, like, she didn't really look to see the cadence, but you can tell she wasn't musical anyway.
Right.
Whatever. Right. So you can tell. So it was like, and then my boy Don did his thing, and then no one didn't make it on their side. So, then from there on, we just we went to the Javits Center. We was at the Javits Center. They had the host at the Javits Center, the big place in New York, the Javits Center, whatever. So we just had fun with experience wise. And then our homie Rob actually drove us up there. We paid him gas and he drove us up there to New York anyway. So just experience just going up there. And we go to the mega bus going back.
Fun.
Now I remember
it's something that you remember.
Right. So it's just more fun. So, it kind of we didn't go, through it, but we actually experienced it. That was the best thing. And then 2 weeks later we went to American Idol. Man, we were so hoarse. We were hoarse from The Voice. It was like, oh man, why do we even come?
You lost your voice.
Yeah, we lost it, boy. I don't lie. We lost it, boy. I definitely I can't lie. I couldn't even put the power to it. I even went and did. I tried to hide it, and even went to John Legend singing "All of Me," to keep my baritone a little deeper, so that I couldn't even, but even that didn't work. I was so I was not gonna lie, Jay, I was hoarse. I was, yeah, it was crazy. It definitely was crazy, but we went there and it was fun. Everybody, it was fun. Then we went to I went by myself. They didn't go. I went all the way to New York, and I went to the Harlem Theater, and did it at the Harlem at the Apollo. I was that close. I was one more line away. I was almost anxious to get into the damn door, but once I got there, they stopped. They did a cutoff. I was sick.
Oh,
I was sick. Ah, man, I was sick. That I was that close to getting inside there, but they shut me right off. They said it right. They stopped me right at the line before. I'm like, God damn it! But I never got a chance to really stuff. Now the Apollo Theater, I would have liked that because that's a lot of history there. I would have loved it. The Apollo Theater.
Yeah, that's so much history there.
Yeah,
and man. You know what? One thing I love about you is that you go out there and you take chances. You're going out there and you're pushing your music. You're not, you don't have, you face any kind of fear you might have, and when people that do that, 9 times out of 10 they become successful. And I really look forward to hearing your new project. I look forward to hearing more stuff from you. We are going to play your music on the show. And how do they reach you? How do they get in contact with you?
If they go on my social media, if they go on the link is in my bio, the official RealG's.com. I got a website, or my website can take them to my Facebook, Real G's, Real G's on Facebook, Real G's, Real G's 21 on Instagram, Real G's 1 on TikTok, Snapchat, Terrell Moore 46. It'll take them at Twitter, Real G's as well, Real G's 21 on Twitter as well. So if they go on my website, they can find me, very much find me anywhere, and then they can find me anywhere, and then my music is on there as well.
The fresh and fly guy from the barbershop, Real G's, Philly native. The freshman is about to graduate to be a sophomore real soon. Man, we love you, brother. It's an honor to have you on this show, and let's collaborate in the near future in Vegas.
Listen, it's crazy because I've been wanting to come to Vegas, man. I've been wanting that for a long time, man. Everybody in Philly told me, "Real, it's an experience. You got to go. You got to."
Hey, Real G's, get high, get it, let's get it, blow it, get it, blow it, get it, check it out. I'm trying to get high, get high, get high. I'm trying to get high, get high, get high. And I don't know what else to do. All I'm trying to do is go to the moon. I'm trying to get high, get high, get high. Going down Pittsburgh, smoking with the winds. On my way to LA, to smoke with Snoop. Drinking hypnotics while I'm puffing on chronic. This shit is amazing. Got me hooked on phonics. So high right now, can't come right now. Never felt this way. Feeling kinda great, feeling real groovy. Jumping out the place, thinking wild thoughts. Can't think straight. This weed I got is so damn good. Tell Greg and DJ to spark me up. I'm trying to get high, get high, get high. Get high, get high. And I don't know what else to do. All I'm trying to do is go to the moon. I'm trying to get high, get high, get high. The gang's all here, keeping it real. About to roll a fat one, just for the thrill. Backwoods on deck, whole lot of flavors. Pick anyone to choose from. Now let's get started. Now puff, just pass. Smoking that gas, now I need a mask. 5 yards up, man, that's a face mask. No yellow flags, don't need that. This gas I smoke just got my mind blowed up. Don't wanna come down, cause I'm trying to get high. Get high, get high. I'm trying to get high, get high, get high. And I don't know what else to do. All I'm trying to do is go to the moon. I'm trying to get high, get high, get high. Damn. Yo, man. This shit feel groovy, like. Have you ever felt like you was out of space just traveling? When you like smoking gas and like when you drinking liquor, it just take you on another place, like to a whole other element. Like I don't know, it just take me somewhere like.
Give yourself the gift of glam any time of the year. Look and feel fabulous at any size. Shop now at melangerboutique.com. Also follow us on all social media at Melanger Boutique.
Hello, I'm Kelly Moore, owner of Smooth Brides Hair and Makeup. We offer mobile hair, makeup and spray tanning service in Las Vegas for all occasions, weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate events and photo shoots, or even a night on the town. Smooth Brides will bring everything you need for all hair and makeup events. We offer group discounts and midweek deals.
Starstruck, here's a sprinkle of the stardust. Hold your champagne glass and your cigars up. See the guys with mob ties drive the cars up. Bright lights, most nights they buy the bars up. Candy coated Chevy cars on the highway. It's Frankie baby, it's on and this is my way. Dean Martin at the Sands this Friday. With Sammy Davis, here's a little hint where I stay. shines like Liberace's mansion. And you know Elvis had the whole city dancing. Showgirl silhouette steady prancing. Shout out to June, just the Copa Girls anthem. Legal gambling, yeah, that would tempt me. At Sin City, holy water couldn't cleanse me. And Wayne Newton had the crowd in a frenzy. Live at the Stardust, the seats never empty. Now if you having a good time in Las Vegas, at the count of 3, I want to hear you scream, Viva Las Vegas. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Viva Las Vegas! And Main Street was the official local beer stop. Enough slot machine noise to make your ears pop. The cigarette girls walking souvenir shops, while Red Fox had them laughing till the tears drop. Before Steve got a win at the right time, Sig and Roy had a long circus lifeline. Now the Strip's got a lot of neon light signs. Would you agree there's not another city like mine? Years later, Mayweather got the city hot, and everybody in your city with a TV watch. Celine Dion got celebrities at every spot. Boys the Man even got Jenny on the block. Now here's the culture shock, the desert's got a hockey scene. Golden Knights, yeah, the #1 hockey team. And we even got the Raiders repping Vegas now. So get the champagne, it's time to bring the waiters out.